What's up, guys? Long time no see. So I'll get right into it. I quit. If you've been following along, I was trying to do 31 videos in 31 days for the month of May. I made it 25 days, and I want to take this opportunity to explain why I stopped and why I think it was the right move for me. It all started when I heard Peter McKinnon, a well-known photographer and YouTuber, say on a podcast that if you wanted to do work in this creative field, you should do 31 videos in 31 days just to see if it's a right fit and how committed you really are. I was doing great until around day 23, and that's when I really started to feel an immense amount of pressure. And that's on no one but me. I'm definitely the kind of person that puts a lot of pressure on myself to succeed even when things are getting to the point where it's a little bit unreasonable or even unhealthy for me. I finally had to throw in the towel because I could just no longer handle the pressure I was putting on myself in a healthy way. Most days I was getting home from work and having about an hour of just laying on the floor, trying to mentally prepare myself for what I was about to do. And from there it was going through this list of ideas I had written out, trying to find one that really worked for me that day. And it was straight into either writing a script for it or just freestyling and filming. And if I was lucky, it was ready to upload around 11 p.m. at best. I felt like my life was getting a little bit out of whack, and I needed to go back to finding that reasonable balance again. I needed time to be social and exercise and meditate, and it got so bad that near the end I started breaking out in this stress rash on my sides, and I don't think this burden will go away until I have the chance to get this off my chest. Early on I got the advice from someone to document all of my ideas and my problems that I had throughout this process. I owe it to myself to come full circle with this and truly document what it felt like to go through this whole experience. And it wouldn't be complete without talking about how it all ended and how crushing it really was for me to call it quits. Quitting isn't something I take lightly, but I think it takes an intelligent, mature person to know when to call it quits. And for me, I just hit that point and I had to trust my gut. When I was teetering on the edge of quitting or not, I had a long talk with my dad that really helped put things into perspective for me. He made me realize that I needed to stop focusing on all the little details in life that I really have no control over, and I just need to look at the big picture. I needed to find a goal that I could keep working towards, and at the same time understand that this month has just been a small blip on the timeline of all the things I'm going to accomplish over a lifetime in this creative field. After we talked, I decided to go camping by myself for a night. I went to the beach and I read a book, I watched the sunset with a beer, and I just let my mind wander to all the possibilities. There's really nothing like getting to wake up 15 feet away from the waves crashing on the sand on the California coast. I woke up feeling refreshed and more sure of my decision to stop because it was no longer something that had just happened to me. It was a conscious decision. So moving forward, I fully intend to continue making videos because this made me realize that this is something I really do love, but I just need to start working on the balance of it all. I'm excited to have more time for making quality videos and building new relationships. I'm also excited to have more time for friends and cooking and exercise. You know, physical activities like sports. Or I guess just running. And lastly, I just want to thank everyone who stuck with me through all this. Anyone who watched a video or sent me an encouraging message or told me how I affected your life in some way. It really does mean the world to me. So that's it for me. I hope you'll stick with me because it's time to move on to bigger and better things, and I'm really excited to see what the future holds. I'll see you soon. What's going on, everyone? I'm Christian Carlson and I'm Aspire. But first, tacos. The first thing that I wrote on my list was I want to shoot for Red Bull. You know, sometimes I look back at these and I realize that I'm kind of just all over the place, so I hope I'm getting my point across in this one. So, something I realized lately is that I am really, really bad with moderation. And he went back to college again and got his master's degree, and from there, he circled back around and now they have a nice, awesome house. There's no reason to start creating happy, healthy relationships when you're 50. Why not start now? And what's not great about making a difference in someone else's life? Thank you so much for watching. Thank you in advance for everyone who gives me some pointers, or thanks for watching. Thank you so much for sticking around to see these. I really appreciate you guys stopping by and sticking with me on this one. And for sticking with me for this whole month.